Magandang buhay mga kaka. So we are down to last two topics. Okay, we end up discussing topic 13. So meron na lang tayong topic 14 and topic 15. So ang pag-uusapan ngayon natin is differential calculus getting its partial derivative. So topic 14 tayo. Ano ba yung salitang partial? From the root word part, means just a segment o hindi siya yung kabuuan. If you're going to recall, yung sinusolve kasi natin before, so recall tayo say we have a function where y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable. So diniderive natin yan, di ba? With respect to the independent variable. So, yung dy over dx, which is our y prime na commonly used na hinahanap, is equals to 2x. We can also say that dy is equals to 2x dx. Kina-cross multiply lang natin. Kasi pag itong part na to class, gagamitin ninyo itong partial derivative pagdating ninyo sa second year, first sem, no, sa differential equation or what we call calculus 3. Now, hindi naman talaga siya another part ng calculus. Parang continuation siya ng differential calculus and at the same time, may part doon na hahaluan na rin ng integral calculus. So, huwag nyo munang isipin yung subject na yon. Focus muna tayo kung paano papasa sa differential calculus. Kasi after nito, integral pa tayo. So, piniprepare ko lang kasi itong part na to, gagamitin talaga natin, no, at the very beginning of your differential equation. Okay? So, again, yung sinusolve natin na d, actually, that's the total derivative. No? We can say siya yung total derivative. Na sinabi ko sa inyo last time, kailangan meron lang tayong isang independent at isang dependent variable. No? But, if we're going to get, let's say, two independent variable, let's say z, as the dependent, we have x times y squared. No? For example, ganyan. If we're going to get the derivative of c, ang tanong kanino? Kasi kung si x at saka si y are both independent variables, kanino natin ngayon i-derive si c? With respect ba kay x? Now, pag with respect sa x, anong mangyayari kay y? Magiging constant. Now, pag dinerive naman natin si z, with respect kay y, ano mangyayari kay x? Magiging constant naman kasi walang kinalaman si x kay y. What if we have to find for the derivative of c with respect sa x? Pwede rin kasing kunin derivative ng c with respect sa y. Which one is which? Ano yung hahanapin ngayon natin? So, kaya pwede nating ihalin tulad yung sinasolve natin before as the total derivative, yung kabuuan. Now, we have, paano ba sinasolve if we have two variables for solving for area? Now, length times width. Nang hindi na natin ginagawang lahat ay puro L or lahat puro W. Is it possible na isolve na lang natin ng sabay na? Actually, yes. So, yun yung ginagawa natin. No? Pag-uusapan na yun natin is what we call the partial derivative. So, may encounter tayo ngayon ng mga symbol na derivative pa rin yung process niya, pero may methodology lang tayong gagamitin in using partial differentiation. So, walang mababagong formula. Yung mga laws, ganun pa rin siya. Yung process lang, medyo madadagdag ng konti. So, mangyayari, babalikan natin ulit, pero hindi ko na i-discuss yung mga previous topics natin. Plus, yung method in solving partial differentiation. So, okay, ganun kadali, huwag mag-worry or mabahala. So, if I'm going to derive c with respect sa x, so this will become our symbol, no? Yung para siyang malanding D. Hindi talaga letter D. Ang tawag ko kasi diyan malanding D. Same thing, if I'm going to get the derivative of c with respect sa y, so partially derivative of c with respect partially sa y. So, if this is the symbol, so para rin siyang normal na derivative. So, ayun lang yung ibig sabihin. Okay, the symbol partial with respect sa partial x alone means to differentiate with respect to x. Whatever follows it, same is true for partial of the dependent variable with respect to y. So, walang pinagkaiba yon. So, ganun yung gagawin ngayon natin. Okay, now, on the examples, let's say, find the partial derivative of c with respect sa x and partial derivative of c with respect to y. If the equation is z is equals to x squared y plus 4x plus 3y. Okay, so if I'm going to rewrite the equation, wait, okay, so if I'm going to rewrite the equation of z is equals to x squared y plus 4x plus 3y. So, ang hinahanap ngayon sa una ay partial derivative of c with respect sa x. So, parang i-derive din lang natin ng normal yan. But, the symbol is different, no? Partial over partial ng x. So, we have partial derivative of c over partial derivative of x is equal. So, sabi kanina, with respect sa x, magiging constant si y. So, on the first term, si y ay constant, no? Pwedeng dayain yung isip ninyo, isipin nyo na si y ay number. Let's say, si y ay 4 or 5. So, sabi sa rule, variable times the constant. So, parang si constant as is, susulat lang. So, parang sinulat ko lang si constant. Tapos, yung derivative ngayon, ni x squared kasi with respect sa x ang sabi. So, we have 2x. Ganun lang yung pag-evaluate. Okay, so hindi tayo gagamit ng product rule ha kasi constant si y. Okay, plus the second term, since we have variable x on the second term, so with respect sa x, so derivative lang ni 4x, which is 4. Okay, and the last term, plus 3. So, itong plus 3 na to, na 3y will become constant. Why? Kasi y yung variable, walang kasamang x. So, ito na yung magiging sagot for getting the partial derivative of c with respect to x. Okay, so nasusundan naman, no? Now, if I'm going to get the second na pinapahanap, which is partial derivative of c with respect sa y. So, rewriting again the problem. C is equals to x squared y plus 4x plus 3y. So, getting the derivative but this time with respect naman kay y. So, partial with respect kay partial derivative ni y. So, I have partial derivative of c over partial derivative of y is equals to, so this time, ang constant naman natin ay si x squared at ang variable ay si y. So, if I'm going to declare this as constant si x squared, so parang kokopyahin ko lang si x squared, tapos ano derivative ni y? 1. So, hindi ko na kailangan isulat pa. Yung second term naman, since the variable there is x, so magiging constant yung 4x, yung whole 4x or second term. So, 0 na siya. So, plus the last term. Since the last term has the variable y, so what is the derivative of 3y? So, it is simply equals to 3. So, ito na yung magiging partial derivative of z with respect sa y. So, ganun lang naman kadali. Okay, huwag malilito kasi pwedeng magkaroon ng 3 variables yan, 4 variables, or what I mean, 4 independent variable. So, magbe-base lagi lang kayo kung saan nyo i-derive. So, para hindi malito. Okay, so we're going to have another example. For the second example, okay, so ito naman trigonometric. If c is equals to x times sine y, plus y sine x. So again, we're going to find the two partial derivative with respect sa x and with respect sa y. Okay, so huwag malilito ha. So rewriting again. Okay, so palitan ko lang yung sulat. Okay. So we have c is equals to x sine y plus y sine x. Okay. So, sabayin nyo ulit ako. So, getting the derivative of c partially with respect kay x. So, we have partial c over partial x is equals to. Okay, sino ngayon ang constant? Si y. Since y is the angle of sine, constant yung buo na yan. So, kokopyahin lang si sine y ng buo. Okay, tapos yung derivative ni x, 1. So, hindi ko na kailangan isulat. Okay, plus, okay, sa second term naman, since y is a constant and sine x is the variable, so copying si constant to y. And what is the derivative of sine x? Is cosine x. Okay, good. So, ito na yung sagot for the first partial derivative. Okay, how about for the second partial derivative with respect to y? So again, rewriting z equals to x sine y plus y sine x. So getting the derivative partially of c with respect this time sa y naman. So partial derivative ng c over partial derivative ng y or with respect to y. So, ang constant naman natin ngayon dito, si x naman. Si y ang magiging parang variable. So, copy x and the derivative of sine y is cosine y. Plus, okay, y ay variable, si sine x ay constant. So, copy the constant sine x. And getting the derivative of y is 1. So, we don't need to write it down. So, this is now the final answer. So, partial derivative of c with respect to y is x cosine y plus sine x. Okay, so, madali lang, di ba? So, sa book ninyo, may mga applications yan sa partial derivative. So, we don't need to discuss it here. And marami pa rin examples sa book. So, try nyo na lang magsasagot para matrain pa kayo. At yung application, try to understand it na lang. Kasi hindi naman natin gagamitin yon sa differential equation. Ibang application ng differential equation. Ang kailangan lang natin is the process. So, for the next part, or part 6, part 6, I'm going to discuss the total derivative. So, yung total derivative, para lang maintindihan ninyo, yun yung dating ginagawa natin. Na isang dependent at isang independent using the partial derivative. Not necessarily needed for your differential equation, pero i-discuss ko na rin na para maintindihan. Okay? So, medyo chinachap-chap ko ngayon yung part by part o yung pag-upload ka ng video kasi mahirap i-upload no, kung sa sobrang haba. So, mas mabilis i-upload pag may ikli. Okay, so thank you for listening and see you on part 6.